Buttkiss.
Oh.
Yes?
Welcome to a Winku podcast for
Oh.
11:30:15. I'm here with Buttkiss, as you heard in the first 5 seconds, and
You should have just started it. We could have just kept on talking. We could have just had a whole conversation. Oh god, the stream's yelling at me. Yeah, we could have just kept on saying things.
But yeah, welcome to the podcast, everybody. It's been like 2 weeks, and
Standard podcast.
turkeys have been eaten all across the country. Not internationally, though, because you're all communists. And
Shoot, but
Communist turkey.
video won't let me turn it off. Now it will. Okay, fixed it.
But
Yeah,
so
it's
how have you guys been then? How was your thanks turkeys?
Yeah, did you do anything, Buttkiss? Anything turkey like?
I made ramen pizzas with turkey on them at the homeless shelter.
Wait, seriously?
No, I'm not that charitable.
Oh, I was gonna say, damn, you're a nice
It would have
person.
been amazing.
Although
Most people would be like, I don't know about this.
I actually probably would have.
I'm gonna go back to stale donuts in the dumpster.
I should
Cross, come on.
I should see if there's a homeless shelter. I need to get my karma back for all the horrible things I do to you guys.
Yeah.
Really? Like, what, the video game things?
He corrupted hell.
Yeah.
Come on.
What hell?
And
I
heaven.
mean, well, that's worse, isn't it? I mean, hell was kind of already corrupted.
Yeah.
There were demons there.
But my Thanksgiving was fine. I drove 2 hours, which I know to you in 203 isn't really like anything because you guys go cross country all the time, but God, I
Only
hate driving those
203.
2 hours.
No.
Trust.
Hmm?
Do you drive?
No.
Have you driven?
No, I don't. Well, I drove once when I was 7, but that doesn't count.
Didn't you drive a dune buggy or something?
Oh my god, you're right. Yeah, I forgot.
Almost killed
When I was-
yourself?
No, I didn't, because there was zero traffic. If there was one other person in that desert, I would have been like... But we didn't see anyone. But that was with my current girlfriend's ex-boyfriend. That was when I was with her. And that's the sad thing, is like, that was my favorite part of the whole trip. And it was with her ex-boyfriend.
Not her. Don't tell her that.
Well, I have told her that, and she understands. That was the first time I ever drove, and I got to drive in a desert over, like, dunes and stuff with this, like, gigantic four-wheel drive crazy thing. Like, it was freaking awesome.
That guy had 2 Thanksgivings. What the hell?
Oh, I had 3 Thanksgivings.
Oh!
So, my first Thanksgiving, I was with my mother, and we went to a church because I have a free, like, Thanksgiving thing there. And I kept on getting waylaid by people I knew. Like, now I know how my girlfriend feels, because she knows, like, everyone in town, and they keep on, like, assaulting her every time she goes into town. Not with, like, meanness, just with kindness, but it just gets exhausting sometimes.
You said assaulted in a way that I think they just beat on her.
Yeah, they beat on her with, like, happiness, and she's like, emotions. And now I, like, felt that, because there's so many people I hadn't seen in years, and I was like, I only want to talk to about half of you. And it was, but there was that, and then I went, so that was with my mother, and then I went with my girlfriend's family, and she had a bunch of people over, so then there's that Thanksgiving. And then I was supposed to go to a third Thanksgiving, but I fell asleep because of the first 2 Thanksgivings. And then 2 days later, I went to, like, a Friendsgiving, which is a bunch of friends doing Thanksgivings. And that was awesome. There was a bonfire and way too many potatoes that I ate all of.
Potatoes.
3 Thanksgivings, almost 4.
But how many potatoes did you eat?
Actual potatoes, I don't know, because they're all mashed, but I'd have to think, like, 5 total throughout the few days. Like, big ones.
5?
5 giant potatoes.
Not 8?
No, I don't think I achieved 8 status, sadly.
What if they were all real small potatoes and you just couldn't tell?
That's true. I could have eaten 20 potatoes for all I know.
There could be tiny potatoes inside the big potatoes.
Yeah, because I like potatoes, so they put potatoes in my potatoes, and then mashed them, so there was no point. It's not like I would know. It's the thought that counts.
Look, if you bake a potato inside a potato and then mash it, you get the potato flavoring in the potato.
It's true, but once again, you don't notice because it just tastes like potato.
You do if one of them's a sweet potato or yam.
That's true, but none of them were. I wouldn't know. Also, they have, there's such things as potato-flavored potato chips. Those are amazing. The, what are those things that are in, like, those tennis ball containers?
No?
The potato chips, they're Pringles.
Oh.
Pringles has potato chip flavored potato chips, and they're amazing. And there was gravy in the third Thanksgiving. And the first Thanksgiving, but not the second Thanksgiving, Nero. That is a very important question.
I don't think we had any potatoes for Thanksgiving.
Weird.
Or at least we didn't have mashed potatoes and gravy, which was odd.
Here's the thing. Let me see if you guys agree. Turkey, not that great.
I love turkey.
Really?
Unless it's dried out.
Okay, yeah.
That's true of most meats, really.
Yeah.
It's just like the blandest of the bland, usually. Like, you have to do things to it.
What
Yeah,
about
but
chicken?
I'm okay with
Chicken
doing
tastes
things
kind of
with chicken.
bland.
Or turkey.
That's true.
Like-
I guess most of the turkey I have, like, not too much has been done to it, because it's always at Thanksgiving, but, like, chicken's usually either fried or barbecued or seasoned. Or...
Yeah, my uncle, he has homemade jerk spice. And
Jerk spice?
Yeah.
It's made from jerks.
Jamaican jerk,
Oh.
that type of spice. And also another one made of jerks, but it doesn't go well on turkey.
No.
But we seasoned it on. We just we kind of put a turkey in there, just let it sit in there for a while in the jerk seasoning for a while, and boy, let me tell you, those were some good sandwiches.
No, it sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
Have you had deep fried turkey though?
I have never deep fried a turkey.
It's good. My first Thanksgiving had some deep fried turkey. It wasn't it didn't taste that much better than regular turkey, but it definitely tasted better. Just a little bit better. It's a smackerel.
So, Buttkiss, what'd you actually do for Thanksgiving instead of going to a homeless funeral?
A homeless funeral.
I mean,
Look, I didn't attend the homeless funeral. I only caused it, and I went out for a bit, said hi to some friends, and did some stuff. Then came home, had some open-faced, not turkey, but beef sandwiches with gravy on them.
Ooh.
Then did some Nerdic streams, did a stream on Drive Not Found, playing some Nerdic games for a bit. I was a bit surprised how many people actually showed up.
I've actually found that holidays, a lot of people are watching videos. Like, that's actually one of the bigger times. It's like Christmas or Thanksgiving, or because people are home, they're not at work.
yeah.
I guess that makes sense, but I was kind of looking forward to getting away so I could just hang out with my family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of why I didn't... What did I play? Crap, I don't even remember what I did on that stream.
That's fine. Hashtag Buttstream.
Hashtag butt stream.
I forgot about a bunch of stuff, too.
There was one point where OBS actually gave me free graphics.
What?
Yeah, it had the game logo above the game I was playing because I did something weird in edit scene.
What?
Let me
I
see.
couldn't get it for the rest of the games, but that was amazing.
That's weird and creepy and AI sounding.
Can I do something with that? Oops,
Um,
I just killed the chat.
Only if you're incredibly... Don't kill the chat,
Hashtag
companion.
Buttstream.
Hashtag butt stream.
But yeah,
Hashtag more cross streams.
no, well, eventually. What is going on?
I
Why is Vladimir Putin got the body pillow again?
wanted to see what Buttkiss was talking about with the loading thing, or the
Oh,
logo thing.
fair
Wait,
enough.
what?
That'd been great. But yeah, the reason
I'm
why I
not
said funeral, homeless
including
funeral,
video.
was because I went to my great uncle's funeral.
Oh,
So I didn't know him too much, but I had to go because he's my great uncle.
Fair enough. Yeah, I've only
Putin
been to
and
one
me.
funeral ever. It was depressing.
I'll write that paper.
Yeah.
It won't be any type of length you can use, and the subject material may vary, but I'll write it.
Yeah, Thanksgivings. Whoa.
Graphene. Oh, no, I'm allergic to writing bad graphene. Never mind.
So did you guys want to talk about the Killing Floor 2 microtransactions?
Sure. I guess this is a conversation that we could all be in. You don't have to, I guess, have played Killing Floor 2 to talk about it, but
That's good.
Killing
'cause
Floor
me and
2,
Buttkiss haven't.
yeah, in the newest update that they're going to put out, along with a new perk and a couple of new maps, they're going to add a microtransaction system that is kind of like every other microtransaction system, where you have the box that drops at the end of a match, and then you have the keys that you can buy and open up the boxes.
We've covered Payday 2, so we already have all of our opinions on that covered. Except for one new thing. Killing Floor 2 is not a full released game yet.
Mm-hmm. It's in early access still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is really strange. I don't know. At least they don't have stat boosts like Payday 2, so they aren't that stupid.
How
That's
do you
always
know?
nice.
Have they been implemented yet?
Oh, I mean, they specifically said in big letters, like 3 times as big as every other ones with a red background. And the best part is, it's cosmetic only, so...
Oh.
Yeah, I think they saw what Overkill did to Payday 2, and they're like, oh, we gotta avoid that shit. But...
What if Almir was the one who wrote that? Check your sources.
Yeah, he now works with Tripwire.
No, he just writes their stuff.
So... He's their PR guy. That would be the worst idea to ever.
If it's just cosmetic, that's weird.
Yeah,
That's
but...
the worst idea since naming... frick, I lost my train of thought. Proceed.
What do you mean by weird?
Well, no, I just assumed that it was a weapon pack or something like that. Like that's
They're
just
probably
an
gonna
odd,
do that.
It's an odd thing to spend assets on when it's not done.
And that's what people are, that's the biggest concern that people have, and the most level-headed concern, other than just like, fuck microtransactions, oh, table flip,
Yeah.
is that since it's an early access, you think that the people who spent time developing that system could actually work on the game that people already paid for, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think so.
Early access just makes me really sad. It's like I feel like there's so many more horror stories than success stories, and maybe I'm just not looking at the success stories, but it's just bad. I just feel like people are getting screwed, and they're
Yeah, you guys, in the chat, you guys are saying that it's just like TF2 and CSGO, and I do understand that sentiment, but the difference here is that it's an early access. The game isn't finished yet, and the time that they could have spent developing that system, they could have spent it on actually finishing the game that people already paid for.
The other big access with Team Fortress is it's free to play.
Yep, that too.
That's a whole other ball of...
But CSGO isn't.
Okay, yeah.
So I think it's really like if people who do want to complain about a finished game adding a skin system like CSGO or like Killing Floor 2 would be if it wasn't in early access. I also have to wonder about things like skins for characters. If I wanted to complain about the gun skin system in CSGO, should I also complain about the skin system in Awesomots?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's pretty much the same exact thing there, just that it's on a gun instead of the character.
Yeah, and just the skin, like, Awesome Knots was never in early access also.
Yeah.
I mean, it does make a difference, like... I don't know.
And you want to know the best part about Awesome Knots is skins?
Mm-hmm.
No stat changes.
That's true, though some of them have horrible voices that make you regret ever buying them.
Yeah, but it doesn't change your stats.
That's very true.
Yeah, I'm really glad that they avoided that. I'm still waiting for Overkill just to get rid of goddamn skins. Stat boosts on your skins. Are they that stupid that they think that would be a good idea?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
And yeah, early access essentially means beta that you pay for. So back in the day, when they had beta testing, they'd have people and they'd pay them to beta test their games. Now they have a thing where they just pay the community to play their uncompleted game, and then sometimes they just don't finish the game.
Yep.
And oftentimes, when they do finish the game, it takes about 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
The same amount of time that one person developed the artwork and gameplay mechanics for Dust and Elysian Tale. I just saw this on my game list. It's an awesome game.
Did he program the game himself too?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Artwork, programming. The only thing he didn't do was voices.
I was very close to Let's Playing Dust Elysium Tale, but I just couldn't deal with the cutscenes that would happen, sometimes in mid-action. Like, I remember once I was spinning through the air with my sword, and he just fell to the ground, and then that stupid imp in my sword started talking to me. And I'm like, I'm literally in the middle of killing something.
To be fair, though, they did that because you hit yourself in the face with the sword for spinning too much.
Really?
Well, maybe. I don't know.
Look,
Is that the case?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They take a second to pause and explain the any new combat ailment you get infected with. Yeah.
Gotcha. Well,
Yeah.
all right. I guess that's a little bit okay, but what about a cutscene where I get to keep on moving? Or... Because it has voice acting, I'm not going to need to read while I kill things, that's fine.
Yeah, that would be nice.
And also just the quests, like, they had to justify each, like, get this berry from Dave, the Baba Ganoush man. And it would just be like this like 5-minute conversation that I didn't care about.
Yeah, aren't you just glad that game, he didn't shit out a beta of that game the first year that it came out, and it's like the first level, it's janky as hell. It's just terrible. Like, that's basically early access. It's just a terrible version of the game that's going to hopefully come out. It's not even guaranteed that it's going to come out either.
Yeah, and I should stop crapping on Dust. It actually is a good game. I just determined it wasn't the best choice to Let's Play.
Yeah, that's a pretty good game. I've played it before. I got it on the Xbox Live Games for Gold system. Played a couple hours. Never finished it, though. But then again, I never finished a lot of games on the 360 when I got my PC.
I'm pretty sure I was less than an hour away from completing it, and I did not complete it. I got distracted by something else.
But goddamn, guys, early access is just... I hate it so much. And somebody said, can I like a sick-looking early access game? You go ahead. The only problem is that you can never be 100% certain that it will come out in
like
any state that you like, or could just come out in general.
Like, my advice is find out literally what is there now and just work under the assumption that it's not going to get better.
Yep.
And if you still want the game, then get the game. But don't buy it on the promises that could come.
Yeah, like the Dead Linger, for instance, that officially is dead now.
Yeah.
Which is really sad.
You and Relic did a video on that, right?
Yep, me and Relic did a about 20-minute video discussing all the different aspects of the Dead Linger's development and how it's dead now.
I think I was about to watch that, but then I got invited to do something.
Let me see if I can find it so I can link it in chat for later.
Now, was Dead Linger actually
now.
removed from Steam, or is it still viable?
Yep, that's one thing I thought was pretty admirable about the development team, is that they removed it from Steam. Originally, they brought the price down from $20 price point to a $5 price point, but then I guess the community was like, just get rid of it if you're not going to finish the goddamn game, and they're like, that's a smart idea. So, unfortunately, you can no longer buy it. No, or fortunately, I guess you could also say. I haven't played the newest build, which was the the Unreal Engine 4 build that they just released, because it was their second engine change, which I'm convinced that's what fucked them over the most.
Is it still playable if you own it, or...?
You can still download it from Steam, and play it, but I don't know if you can technically call it playable, because it's probably really buggy, and it's not anywhere close to what they said it would be.
Cool.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Goodbye, weirdo. See you in 20 minutes when that video's up, if that's what you're gonna go watch.
But yeah, I don't know. The thing is, I have this thing where I want to start doing more early access games on my channel, but I'm still... Like, people said they were cool with it, but I'm still kind of conflicted, because I'm not really for early access, but I want to at least let people know about games that could be coming out. So it's just, I'm in this weird position now, because I keep on being sent to them, and some of them really do look interesting. But, like, I don't know.
Yeah, Total Biscuit was originally going to do a video series called, what was it? Alpha Strike, where he takes a look at early access games. But he stopped because, it's going to be outdated in a couple days, in a couple builds anyway, so... I don't know, it might be different for... it might be different for reviewers versus Let's Players.
Yeah.
I had an entire series on my channel which was just looking at the different builds of the Dead Linger. And if you go back and watch them, you can tell that the game pretty much hasn't changed. And God damn.
No, that's depressing.
Yeah, it is. I just wish they would have sat on all the money and thought their plans out first. The only other game they made was Detour, which is like a pretty casual game. So jumping from Detour to making a giant open-world procedural generation zombie survival sandbox game, it's like an MMO.
Yeah, Kerbal Space Program was an early access game, wasn't it?
Yeah, but for every, like, wholehearted success of the early
Yeah.
access system, you just go to the early access page and you'll see so many failures and cash grabs and pieces of poop.
Yeah, I mean, I can think so. Kerbal, I guess Minecraft. If that, I don't think Minecraft was early access. That was before early access was a thing.
Yep.
But
You could say that's what started the craze.
yeah. But so what is it? Starbound, I'd say that's probably reasonably successful. They got most of the features they said they were going to, right?
Yeah.
And Don't Starve, probably one of the biggest ones. That moved right along. Tons of updates constantly. Free content to people who actually supported them early.
They're like the biggest example of early access done right. Really.
Mm-hmm.
God damn, man.
But it's mainly be most suspicious of the really ambitious ones too, like all the open world stuff. Like that stuff is insanely hard to do correctly. So
I guess what the whole point of the video on Relic's channel, and I guess what we're trying to preach here, is that buyer beware about that, and only support it if you're happy with the game that is currently out. Because you never know when a blog post is going to go up saying, oh yeah, by the way, we're done, and we're just going to push it out to finished version. Like Space-Based DF9 did, and Towns did. Those are like two of the most famous examples.
yeah,
Well,
yeah, that's that. You have anything to add, Buttkiss? Yeah.
No, not really. I added my bit with Don't Start Being Good.
Fair enough.
well, you want to talk about Fingered then, Cress?
Yeah. So Fingered, I mainly wanted to talk about this specifically because it's a Team Meat game, and they are my favorite indie developer. So I saw on Steam there's a game called Fingered by them for $2, like new $2. It wasn't on sale or anything. And I was told it wasn't that great, but I had to give Team Meat my money because Team Meat. And it's a weird game, and it really isn't all that great. It's kind of fun as a little diversion, but I don't know. I don't think I'm going to play it too much. I might do a video, but maybe not. But there's a lineup of people basically, and you have a witness for some crime, and they tell you 4 facts, and some of them are completely true. Like you'll say, like the person is white, the person is short. And out of the people in the lineup, you have to finger one of them, like say that's the guy, and then they get sent to the electric chair and die. Now, if you finger the wrong person, most of the time you have to start from the beginning of the game. And later on, it's really hard to actually figure out who the person who's guilty is. So I've only gotten to like level 7 before being sent back to the beginning. And I don't know, it's weird. Also, you feel really bad if you kill someone who's innocent, because they'll have last words, and it'll be like, oh, but it was my birthday today. I'm like, why? Why? Stop it.
Are you going to do a video on it?
I might, but it's probably not going to be all that long. But
Fair enough.
I'll think I'll do a video on it, but right now, though, I wouldn't recommend it, which, again, I have no idea what caused this. I feel like this might have been like a Game Rush type thing. Like with that clicking game that they made. Is it worth $2? I don't know that it is.
So they made a Sonic series mistake.
No.
They should have
Rushed
just
release.
they should have just like released it as a Flash game, right? That would have been cool.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm not doing everyone wants me to play Undertale. I don't do RPGs blind, and as I understand it, a video probably won't work unless it's blind, so I'm probably not doing a video of Undertale, but I will eventually probably just play it for my own enjoyment and be like, yeah, that might have been a good video. Sorry, guys.
I'm looking at some screenshots of the game right now, and
Fingered?
yeah, some of these quotes are kind of ridiculous. I'm positive he looked smart, I guess. What do you get from that?
Well, sometimes, so you have to, like, if someone's, like, has a book or has, like, one of those diploma hats, like graduation hats, then that'll be smart.
Okay.
The opposite is, like, a dunce cap.
He definitely did not look like a giant.
Yeah, so that means that he was short.
Or average?
Or average, I suppose, yeah. But usually it's based on extremes. Also, like, old is another one, old or young. That can be really hard to tell sometimes.
This guy is charged with peeing on some old coot. Sentenced to 1,000 years in the belly of a whale.
Well, you can also type in your like real name into this generator, and it'll make a random crime and face for you, and then you can print that out, which is a cool feature. But like,
You should show that off on the video. Put in your real name.
No.
Adam Jennison.
Yep.
Yeah, totally. I'm actually doing a thing right now where I'm trying to convince Facebook that I'm the rapper Ice-T. But because they're like they have a facial recognition program that gets smarter every time you tag yourself,
Not the
or
drink.
someone tags you.
Not the drink.
Not the drink, the rapper Ice-T.
Yeah.
Not a rapper
glad
to a
you
can of
actually,
Ice-T.
Specified this time.
Yes, because I
Put
said
down
that,
the
and
future.
Buttkiss is like, "Why are you trying to make yourself look like some iced tea?"
Yeah.
But I think I can do it because I think I look enough like him, or will in like 10 years, that I might be able to fool it. And then maybe one time Ice-T will be using Facebook, and it'll suggest me as the person that's supposed to be tagged, and that'd be hilarious.
I'm becoming closer to learning about you.
Yeah, look
I
for
know
someone who
your
looks like
mother
Ice-T.
lives in a yellow house. You have a poofy tail in all likelihood.
Yep, right on my butt, poofy
Good
tail.
youngish iced tea.
Mm-hmm. Put that in your little text file.
I am.
Yeah, I heard about the Fook dat bitch hoax. That was pretty good. But other things. You guys didn't want to talk about Project Zomboid, did you?
I mean, yeah, I guess we could talk about that. That game is currently in early access, and it has been for God knows how long at this point.
Mm-hmm.
At least a year or more before I started Let's Playing.
Yeah, that was around when I started Let's Playing, was the alpha came out for that game, I think. So it's been at least 3 years, if not 4 or 5.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the first video that I was in on your channel, the one on Killing... No. Yeah, the one on Killing Floor, the one that we played with Dark, and it had the cars in the streets that were killing Zeds and us. We'd mentioned that game.
I think that was the first video you were on.
Really?
I think
Didn't Clash of the Titans come out first?
well, if you count that...
God
was the
damn it.
suspension. For those who don't know, Clash of the Titans was an event where a companion made
Alright, I'm
history.
going to mute them, and then I'm going to start the Waiting Cube podcast instead.
All right, so let me just type this into chat so that it figures up in the video.
Ban Cross
You're
Knights.
just supposed to link.
You can't ban me. I'm a monitor.
I can, yeah. I'm the broadcaster.
Yeah, but I know the password.
No, you don't.
I do.
What is it?
Bacon.
I didn't think so, Cross.
What if I was stupid, companion? Then you'd have to change it real fast.
Oh, man. What were we talking about?
Project Zombie.
Oh, right.
We were actually talking about Clash of the Titans.
So Project Zomboid, that game is in early access, and I guess you could call that kind of a good example how to do the early access system.
Did companion die?
What?
Uh-oh.
Did
Hello?
he turn into a mist elemental?
What?
Less windy than when wind elemental, but no less corporeal.
You guys sound misty.
You're Misty.
So can you guys hear me fine?
I can hear you now, yes.
Okay. Can you hear me now? Can you-
Yes.
Yes.
Can you hear me now?
Companion, I can no longer hear you.
Actually, going back to Project Zomboid, that game is actually kind of a success in the early access system, but you could also say that if the game had just come out in the current state that it was in and not just has been built on for years and years, come out and take people by storm, right?
Yeah. Going off of that, apparently Clash of the Titans is happening again soon.
I'm not going to take a part of it because that game is terrible.
Yeah, I can't
Come
get
on.
in that anymore. But
I
something good told me
first.
that.
I don't
Do
like the
it.
shaman. Get rid of the shaman. Although I think I heard something that they made the shaman class a playable class to free players. I could be wrong about that. Though.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, it is.
That just means there'll be hundreds of shamans.
Yeah, like why would you play
What
a
if-
resident?
What if we could successfully convince an entire town full of shamans to just commit suicide on the first day?
Except for the 40th. 39 souls in the world beyond.
And then they win.
You would need a lot of drugs.
That's
A
true.
whole shit ton of them. But, yeah, no, I don't really like the direction that they brought Die Tonight, but one of the developers behind Die Tonight and Motion Twin, which is the company who made Die Tonight, made a game called Badass Incorporated. I played it on stream like a week ago or something. after Buttkiss and I played an MLP server on Gmod, which was an interesting experience.
That's false information. I spent 3 hours loading into the My Little Pony
Right.
Gmod server.
Right. But here's a link to Badass
Which
Incorporated.
effectively means that Companion played on an MLP RP server for 3 hours.
I don't remember that. The game's playing. I was tempted to just start playing it on stream, but I probably shouldn't do that. It's a good game that I just linked in chat. It's free. It's the demo of the game that is hopefully going to come out, and hopefully they release it. Not in early access.
I still want Super Hot to come out, and I haven't heard anything about that.
Oh, I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Slow motion first... Yeah.
Yeah, that was a badass game. Like, it was almost a puzzle game.
Which game?
Like, Super Hot. It's a game that everyone on the screen only moves when you do. So, like, they'll shoot you, like, someone will shoot a bullet, and you can see which direction it's going to go, and then you just sidestep slightly.
Yeah.
It was really fun, and it's a great demo that you can play right now, but it's been over a year, so I don't know when it's coming out.
Yeah.
It's been it's been 2 years.
Shamans are randomly selected, but it's going to change back into Hero Class in Season 12. December 7th. Are they going to change anything else about Die Tonight, or is it just going to be the same game with, like, 2 bug fixes?
And more French text.
Yeah, and they're adding more French text. That's Kappa Ross.
It's not entirely accurate. They're just, removing the American filter on some of the French text.
Yeah, exactly.
They didn't actually remove any French text from the programming. They just put American over it.
I remember a bunch of people from our meta went to the French game because it had more updates and tried to play, but they could not understand what was happening because people in France use like French slang, so the translator was not helping. And I think a bunch of them got killed. It was good times.
Nickel shimmy? What the hell's a nickel shimmy?
Yeah.
You know, the only hat game
cross.
that I remember is Yahtzee Crowshaw's hat game called Hatfall,
Where did the heck come from?
where you try to get a hat on your head. You said Super Hat Game, right?
No, super hot. Hot.
Oh.
Like the temperature.
Hot.
Okay. We were not on the same page there.
Fair enough. You should. Well, I put the demo in the. I put the site. I think the demo's on that site. You should play a companion. It's really fun.
Sure. I'll play it on stream right now.
And then be sad that the game. I don't know when the hell it's going to come out because I want to play it. I did a video of it too. I should have just linked that. Oh,
Yeah, probably. This is why you don't... This is why you're no PewDiePie.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
PewDiePie
you're
would-
not Swedish.
Yeah, if I was Swedish, I'd have a million subscribers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
those
people
3
feel
viewers.
guilty because you're a minority.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Oh,
any other
wait.
games that you guys have played at all?
Did you actually have anything to say about Siguri and Bullet Hells, or?
No, other than I'm bad at them.
No.
I don't think we ever actually talked about Project Zomboid because I wanted to keep bringing up Clash of the Titans.
Well, the main thing is that they're like, Dagless, Companion, Buttkiss, and Yoshi, now known as Craigie Gaming for some reason, has they're all playing it on Drive Not Found periodically.
Yep. We've played it twice, and I think both sessions have lasted about 5 hours each.
Oh.
Usually we send out a notification on the Steam Drive Not Found group, so if anybody watching chat wants to be part of that group and get notifications, you can totally do so right here. Right here.
Yeah. Only annoyance I really had with that stream was people kept telling me to search the bodies, like all 3 of these guys. Companion, less so. But Douglas and Yoshi, search the bodies. Hey, but you search the bodies. Search all the dead bodies.
Well,
I read the, the hastily scribbled note.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and I kept transferring that along with the female clothes to every single corpse and kept leaving it outside of the base, and no one ever checked the body. Ever.
Wait, did you write that note With like,
Yes!
oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, you should have said something.
Well, that would have ruined his hilarious playing.
Yeah, I was just wondering about like.
I literally... had to stuff that body inside the house to make you guys notice it. And it wasn't until Douglas died and you wanted to loot his body, and I dragged it into the same room and laid it next to the dead body, that you noticed it.
Yeah, it was pretty weird that the body just spawned in the back room of our safe house randomly, even though we were in there multiple times. And I also was a little bit curious because it had some like grammatical issues, so you would think the developers would like QA it, but yeah, no, that was a very interesting 3 pages of stuff that you wrote down, Buttkiss.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah, he wrote down like 3 pages of text about like this lady who got bit and was saying like, "There's a cure down south in Appalaker Farm. The only ingredient we needed to complete it was time. Hopefully, whoever reads this letter gets there in time and can save the world."
So wait, were you actually trying to get people to go to this fictitious farm?
No, I was trying to go to the fictitious farm.
Oh.
That was one of the points I left the body somewhere.
Buttkiss spent
Nope.
probably about 20 minutes just walking
It was
with
running.
nothing, just looking for a
road.
farm.
It was the same road. Nothing ever changed.
'Cause
And
much-
I wasn't walking. I was running the entire time.
Oh.
Taz can sprint, man.
But yeah, much like actual real life, the outskirts of cities are just covered in long ass roads with nothing on them but farms occasionally. That game is really interesting too because after like 30 days, the water and the electricity shuts off.
Oh.
Closer to 2 weeks.
Yeah, okay, about 2 weeks. But yeah, we're playing that game over at twitch.tv/DriveNownFound. We're probably going to play it again tonight if everybody else is down for it.
I thought we were going to do
Yeah,
Terraria
you
with
wanna
Relic.
maybe do Terraria.
Well, I mean like later tonight.
Oh.
What day is it today? Monday? Yeah, we're doing a
I might
podcast.
not be able to
That's
catch
why there's a
that one.
podcast.
So there is a good chance that we're going to play Project Zomboid.
I might not be able to catch that one, but there'll still be Yoshi, Douglas, and Kapowen.
We played a bit without you, Buttkiss, and we found like a farmhouse that we can probably hold up in. There's like
Yeah.
a lake.
The zombie apocalypse claimed 2 flashes.
Mm-hmm. Melon West, too. And it's gone.
Wait, what?
What'd you name him?
I don't follow. I just named them flashes.
Oh.
Like Barry Allen Mangoes.
Yeah, what?
Uh,
I don't think that was a
Wally
real
West
Flash name.
Mangoes. Look, they're all mangoes. I'm killing off this bloodline. Not that I want to it to live and prosper, so I'm killing it.
Yeah, have you
That's-
guys heard of a game called The Last Federation?
Yes.
Oh, I think
Oh.
I have, yes.
Oh, cool. Well, I own it now, apparently.
Yeah, somebody sent it to me.
Wait, someone sent it to you also?
Yeah.
Oh my god. We can compare notes. It looks interesting. I watched a bit of Total Biscuit's video on it.
Is it a bit like real-time FTL?
Yeah, that's sort of.
Except it's not only real time, you can pause it. Like,
Yeah,
edit
it
stuff.
actually it pauses. It's weird. Like I've never seen a battle system like this. Like it'll be
And I don't
paused
think I'm
first.
thinking of the same one.
Okay. Like it's paused first, and then you go to like you move in real time, kind of, and then it unpauses. So I guess you don't move in real time, but you unpause and then it moves you in real time in correspondation to what you picked, and you need to pick which way you move the ship to dodge bullets and also position yourself and to shoot other things. And then there's like it's like there's diplomatic trees, I think, and a whole bunch. Like I kind of want to do a video on it, but it also looks really, really complicated.
So maybe play it for yourself a bit first. I mean,
That's
you
what I was
didn't jump
thinking
into FTL blind.
That's very true, because that would have been terrible. But I don't know. I just kind of realized after thinking I want to play that though that like I don't have enough time to like do games like the like give them justice essentially, because the amount of time that it would take me for me to learn them is usually like that time is now taken up by me working. So that's why I'm like kind of forced to do games that I'm already familiar with, or things that don't take any time to learn. So I don't know. It's just gonna be harder for me on out do anything really interesting or take chances on stuff that's complicated. Or like, and part of me is regretting this war of mine just because it's lasting forever. I thought I was going to die really fast.
Are you enjoying the game?
I am, but it's really stressful.
Well, there's that.
It saves automatically. If a character dies, they're just dead. I don't know what to expect, so it's possible I'll just do a video and then like 5 minutes later the series will be over. But I mean, I guess it's good that a game about war is actually causing me stress when I'm in supposedly stressful situations. Like, that's rare, but I think that's mainly just because I'm recording.
Yeah.
Because horrible things have already happened to me.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I think I'm having more time to record stuff and edit stuff, and I'm enjoying doing YouTube more now that I'm not doing a whole lot of Payday. Because that took up a ridiculous amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
Luckily, they decided to screw the pooch right around the time you were able to stream and get a whole bunch of content out quickly.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know if I would have wanted to stream the game anyway and just chunked that up on my channel. I would have probably wanted to edit that anyway, and then I might just record it so I can keep the quality. Otherwise, you have to encode it so much from Twitch VOD to editing a video to uploading it to YouTube. There's like 5 different encodings that going on there. So it's just like 3 pixels on the screen at the end of it all.
I guess the only other like game-related thing in my mind is Awesome Nuts is starting a new season, and it's possible that they're going to implement a patch that might change things really drastically, and I still don't think I feel good about it. I'm kind of worried about it.
Me neither. I don't know, man.
Are they gonna add another 0?
No, that I think I could deal with that at this point. They're adding. We might have talked about it, but they're adding an experience system in addition to like the money system, which was pretty much your experience anyway. Was the solar that you
Yeah,
got.
that's what I thought too.
Right,
Yeah.
I remember.
But now when you kill people or things, you also get experience, and that'll cause your entire team to level once it goes to a certain point, which augments your health and your damage. And the idea was to make games go faster, but when I played beta, it was about the same. It was just weird.
Yep.
It seems very similar, just weirder and more unnecessarily complicated.
I mean, I guess it would help some games move faster, but
The thing, like,
if someone's getting crushed that bad, it won't last that long anyhow.
you would think so, because the other thing is that, like, if you kill someone who's really higher level than you get, like, a crap ton of experience, so it evens out, so then what's the point, even?
You can rubber band it pretty hard.
But why would they want to do that? Why?
I'm not entirely sure. Like when you said unnecessarily complicated, I think you hit the nail on the head pretty damn hard there.
Mm-hmm.
Because originally they said, I think they said that they're going to do this because they want to remove the health over time system, and they think that might be confusing to new players.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, that doesn't make much
this
sense.
Is way more confusing.
And then they added the 0 to make the screen more cluttered and make it harder for new players to remember certain values and stuff of all the damage. And God, I cannot imagine being a new player and trying to learn all this, like, scaling over time, like, okay, I need to remember that this ability does this much damage, but they can also get damage upgrades that adds to that damage, but it's percentage-based, and it also goes off of the scaling over time of their team leveling up, so that does more damage. It's just...
Yeah. And I think the other thing is they were trying to move away from, like, damage-based skills, which maybe I could get away with not getting ball damage, but you know what would also be great is still getting ball damage to do even more damage. So I don't know if that's going to do anything. I don't know, we'll see. Again, I can't see until they implement it. They've done a lot of changes over the last few months since I've played it, but I just... the changes they've made to Awesome Nods, I think, generally haven't made the experience better, except for making Sirona a shorter stage and changing the AI station.
You used to love Sirona.
I did, but this stage, the new one's, yeah, it's better. This one's better. It's still kind of terrible. The new AI station is better. Like, their level design, like, the level design increasing is, like, spot on. I think a lot of their character balancing has actually been pretty decent, too, but...
We haven't even gotten the Starstorm map yet, either.
That map looks completely insane, and I really hope they're still working on it, because it is not finished the way it is now.
Not at all.
This map is horrible. You can just fall off the edge of the earth. I don't know if there's...
I'm worried about the balance, too. God, because they had a Lone Star build that was just stupid.
Yeah, there was one time, like, eventually I got angry because my cursed Coco skin, which is the witch skin, just caused me to lose every match, like, supernaturally. So I was like, I'm going to be Lone Star, screw it, I'm tired of these Lone Stars, and I got, like, 10 kills and we won that game. And I can't play Lone Star, so, like, the people who know how to play Lone Star were doing ridiculous things.
Yeah, I think around right before they changed it, 1/3 of all League One players were Lone Star. Or was it 1/3 or 1/5? I don't remember. Either way, it's pretty crazy.
Well, yeah, when there's 15 characters, that's insane. Like, obviously they're doing something wrong. So, yeah.
God damn, man. We'll have to see how that turns out. Hopefully they don't break the game.
1/3 of all League Ones in a game that has 3 characters in each team.
Yeah.
There's literally 1 Lone Star per team
Yes.
of every league.
I don't know if I ever played a match without a Lone
crazy.
Star when he was broken like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I had a few, but it was unlikely.
It was like, nah, just, remove Nah from the game, or nerf him into the ground so nobody plays him, and I'll be happy.
Every time a Nah goes legendary, a team gets their horse,
Exactly.
which they can then use to impale an angel and take their wings.
But yeah, that's all I got. That's all I got to say. That's all.
My proposal to Roundabout Games is just remove Nah, and everybody will be happier, even the Nah players.
They might not know it at first, but they will. They'll
'Cause they
finally
said-
know what outside feels like.
Yeah, they said they wanted to make the game shorter, right?
Yeah, get rid of Nala.
Yeah, get rid of Nah.
Well-
There you go. Problem solved.
The change, like his turret, he used to be able to make these turrets that would just shoot without him that would last literally forever.
Yep.
But now they die, which really did help. But now everyone's just switching to annoying poison builds anyway. Now I just feel even more sad.
Kenobi actually mentioned one of those, an idea for that was very, very similar to that a while ago.
Yeah. Maybe they heard him and stole it.
Any other games you guys have been playing?
No, just Isaac, just all the time. Binding of Isaac Afterbirth, Greed mode, rocking it.
How's Afterbirth? I didn't pick it up, so...
It's great. They had a Greed mode. Basically, you play like it's just this room, and you just kill waves of monsters. And then if you beat Ultra Greed, who's the new boss, you put money in a Greed bank, and then that unlocks different things for the main game and for Greed mode. But there was a glitch. Again, there's a few pretty bad glitches. Like Azazel was completely nerfed accidentally.
Ooh,
So that was,
what
and my
happened?
first ever Afterbirth video, he was nerfed, and it went horribly. But they fixed that. But there was another glitch or oversight where the bank was jamming. Like you might play the entire thing for half an hour and beat it, and you'd put 1 coin in the greed bank and it would jam. They didn't mean for that to happen, so they fixed that. Now I'm able to put pretty much my whole bank and it's never jammed, and I have 200 coins in there. But before I was like, this is impossible because you unlock something at 900 coins, I think, and most of my runs I was getting 3 in there.
Damn.
I was like, what is happening? So
What did they do to Azazel to break him?
they reduced his damage by a half, maybe less.
Accidentally.
Yeah, they meant to nerf him a little bit, and they nerfed him a lot, and then they also increased his charge up time, but that didn't affect it that much. But yeah, I was just shooting the first enemies and not killing them, and eventually I was like, something's wrong. So I stopped my video and looked it up, and I was like, all right, I'm not crazy. He really did get a nerf, and it wasn't on purpose. So
They buffed the Lost, didn't they?
one of the greed mode rewards, if you get 900 coins, is an item that will make it way easier to play as Lost.
What item is it?
It's the one that gives you a shield each room.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
The Holy Mantle.
Yeah.
Oh
So-
my god.
So now you'll die after getting hit twice, which is still really bad, but not nearly as bad as a little spider goes and you just explode.
Yeah, no, that is my favorite item in the game, I think.
Northern
Well-
Lion will literally never lose a Lost Run ever again.
Yeah.
God, I hate that game. Fuck, how many losses was that? That was over 200.
Yeah. That was impressive. That was an impressive blue strength. I would have thrown one in there just to make you feel less sad.
That's because I didn't even know that you could hold down R and just reset the level.
Oh. I didn't know that either.
Oh shit, well you can do that until you just get a gold room next to you and you can check it out and it's I don't know, the kamikaze, and you're like, God damn it.
No, great item for the Lost. Also, the Lost can finally enter cursed rooms with that rune thing, because before
Exactly.
he could enter a cursed room, and then it was literally impossible for him to leave without dying. Ultimate troll.
Unless he was really lucky and found whatchamacallit room right next to it with the bombs.
No.
So Neuro wanted to ask if you're going to play any other games along the lines of Papa and Yo, Limbo, or Shadow of the Colossus.
Those are all amazing games. I have not found anything along the caliber of those in a long time.
Visually
Sad.
beautiful games. Damn right.
Papa and Yo was such a good freaking game, and I'm really glad I got to play it. I hope a few people picked it up, because that game, like, no one remembers that game. Like, no one was paying attention to that game, and it was great. And I think it was made by, like, a Brazilian developer or something. Like, it was made by a country that doesn't normally make games, so I loved that game. It was great.
Might have to look into that. I remember you Let's Playing it, and I'm like, Papa and Yo, that's a dumb name.
It was a dumb name.
It means Papa and me, I guess.
So, we're coming up on, like, the last 10 minutes of the podcast. Let's, could talk about what's going up on our channel. Buttkiss, if you want to start. As usual. Buttkiss? Oh, he left the call.
Of course you didn't. I was just trying to find my Papa and Yo videos, and I couldn't. I was like, oh god, they've been deleted somehow, but it's Papa and Yo, apparently.
Oh,
So
is
this-
it?
Yes, that's why I couldn't find them.
Again, the name is kind of hard to remember, isn't it?
Yeah, and I don't know, it's just really cool. I should look up to see if that developer did anything else.
It's like they made, I don't know, Battlefront, Star Wars Battlefront. You know, the new Battlefront game looks good, like, visually, but I've heard a lot of things about how it's, like, not interesting to play after a certain amount of time.
The
I've
worst.
heard that. There's Hey, I'm back. Better than ever. Got an knack for making things better. It looks like the best part, the most interesting looking part about it, in my opinion, is the space battles. And
Oh, yeah.
I had a friend who had Star Wars Battlefront 2 when it first came out, and there were some space combat missions in that game. And it was awesome, because you just gotta fly around in space a bit, shoot down TIE fighters, and then ram your ship into the landing bay of the enemy ships.
Are you talking about the old Battlefront or this one?
Yeah, no, the old Battlefront.
Yeah.
This one's not that good.
Yeah, it's basically just a reskin of like other first-person shooters from out here. Like, there's no classes. There's I guess there's vehicles still, but I mean the biggest crit that I've heard is that there's like 4 maps,
Wow.
which is bad.
Well,
That's terrible.
at least they stay true to one of the most iconic things about the franchise. It's music
Yeah,
and your inability to turn it off.
What? Really?
Yep.
Wow.
there's gonna be new maps though that you have to pay for.
That's pretty shitty.
Yeah, so in total, if you want like the full game, it's gonna be $100.
But you gotta think, they probably put so much goddamn effort into those maps visually.
Mm-hmm.
They probably spent, oh my god, I don't even want to think about how much time they would have had to spend on that.
Yeah, on all 4 maps. All
No,
4 of
it's
them.
kind of like, it's a bit like Call of Duty.
Mm.
The new updates, they spent a year making it pretty.
Mm. And yeah, I do hope I find more cool games. Neuro, that's mainly what I was talking about, though. Like the reason I was able to find those games is that I had time for exploration before, and I don't anymore. And that sucks, because I think my channel's just going to relatively stay, it's going to stay in a weird level of decline, I think. Unless I lose my job and, like, some millionaires like, here's $250,000! Then I could probably do it, but that doesn't usually happen. And usually there's horrible strings attached.
I guess that's what happens to 95% of all
Strings attached, you
YouTubers.
say.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Cross, do you want $250,000?
Yeah. Any strings attached?
Oh, tons.
You have to
I
pay it
don't
all
have
back.
it right now, but...
No,
No,
I think
no,
I want
you
to
can
know the
keep-
string. I need to know the strings beforehand.
Well, I'm not sure I should discuss it on stream, so...
Fair enough. We'll
I
talk
think
about
it.
the biggest string is that he doesn't actually have the money.
Yeah.
then you're not gonna be able to pay rent.
help me get it just a little bit.
Yeah.
So,
I'm not robbing any banks.
you said anything about banks?
Yeah. You could also rob safes
These are
from...
much more easier.
Churches.
Security is lax in those places, man.
Buttkiss, did you see the newest update? Apparently, like, added some hacker named Locke, which is probably going to be, like, when you go to the intro screen, or the heist screen, it flashes red, and then some audio plays.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I do remember that. Or I did see that. I was
Yeah.
kind of hoping you wouldn't know about it until we did the overdrill finally.
I checked the Payday 2 Reddit, like, every day, so I can see if Overkill fucked up again. Yeah. But,
but
no,
yeah, that was pretty cool.
we can check that out in, in 6 months when I come back to the game. Or you can
So
play it if you want.
what's on your channel, companion?
I'm gonna go back to talking about Payday 2. So Payday 2... No,
There's 2 minutes left in the podcast.
sorry. On my
So
channel...
Payday 2, that game
my
that he's not going to be playing anymore.
God damn it.
On my channel, there's gonna be one episode left of Payday 2. And I'm being serious here, I'm not just bringing it up to be an asshole. One episode left where we play the overdrill, and that's gonna be it for my channel. And then Nightmare House 2, I'm gonna be playing a bit more of that. I'll probably be finishing it. That game, that mod is looking pretty damn good. I would highly recommend it to anybody who wants to play a good Half-Life 2 mod. Other than that, there was another game that I was playing on there. Savage Lands. Me and Douglas streamed Savage Lands to Drive Not Found, and
Companion likes hitting gongs that he doesn't know what they do.
What? Oh, gongs, yeah. But yeah, no, me and Douglas streamed some Savage Lands, and then I took the VOD down, and then I highlighted it, and I'm uploading it to my channel. So
Fair
it should be
enough.
interesting. And other than that, maybe KOTOR, but I've been saying that for months and months and months.
Well,
Right,
you still
so-
have that full playthrough of Sniper Elite with Douglas somewhere.
That alright, so my channel, haven't recorded more because I was away and I didn't have time, but I'm back now. Hopefully I'll get more of that. But I don't know how many more parts. There could be one more part. There could be several. It depends on how, if my guys freeze to death and starve to death, which could happen because they're all getting sick now. Because winter is coming. Binding
And
of
they
Isaac.
know nothing.
John
Johnson.
I don't know a lot. Binding of Isaac, that's coming out. Bastion is almost coming to a close. And Bully, I think I'm over halfway through, definitely. So that's, I don't know, there's probably like 10 more episodes, I'd estimate. I didn't talk about Transistor, though. Transistor was made by the guys that made Bastion, and I freaking loved it. Like, in some ways I liked it more than Bastion, but it's weird. It's this really cool world, so I'm probably going to end up Let's Playing that, even though Bastion wasn't my most popular LP, but, you know, I got to play what I want. So, that'll be sometime. And Assassin's Creed Brotherhood will be sometime, but I don't know. That's pretty much it.
Yeah. Looks like somebody was a little late to the to the party here. That's okay, Drunk Archangel. It was something else.
Mhm.
It's fine, buddy. Just go home. You're drunk.
We didn't make any adjustments for daylight savings time, did we?
No.
Yeah, okay. I think I'll just keep it that way too, so I don't have to change any of the...
It's always 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, so the adjustment's already been made.
Unless if it's on one of the weeks that we aren't doing the podcast.
Yes, but whenever we are doing the podcast, it's always 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time.
And also, I try to put up, like, as you can see up above the stream right now, it says the Waiting Queue Podcast, and then it has in, what are those things called? The half circles. Parentheses, it's like 11:30:15. I try to put up next podcast on, and then I put out the date there, so you can check that out if you ever want to think about that. But we could wrap up the podcast here. You guys have anything else you want to say before we go off to gobble some more turkeys?
My voice
I think
hurts.
this is the first time we've ever had an encore requested.
Oh, we've had it before, but
Oh.
we never do it.
Another hour? Sure.
It's just gonna
Well,
make me snore.
companion, you just committed us to it. Let's go.
All right, I'll just.
Payday 2.
Oh, good.
Oh, we could totally do that too. Okay, well, this has been the Waiting Queue Podcast for 11:30:15. Thank Thank you for joining me, guys, and thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys on the next podcast. Goodbye.
And this is Buttkiss not ripping off anyone. Have a good one!